Welcome to the Connect Show. I'm Judy Sylvia, and I am delighted to be your host today. Thanks so much for joining us. We have a wonderful show planned for you today. Our first guest has been a business owner in Southwest Florida for a number of years. So let's welcome Karen Benson and Cheryl Sazmar. Welcome to the Connect Show.
Thank you, Judy. Nice to be here.
All right. Now, Karen, you have owned a business here for quite a while, Benson and Associates Interior Design. Give us a little background.
Well, I started that in 1996, and I've actually been in the area since 1978 doing design commercially and residentially. So my son was 2, and I thought I need to just be on my own, and so
you ventured out?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, started in my home, and I finally ended up in a real office. So we have a staff now, and it's great.
So you do interior design for residential, commercial, all different types?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Started off in commercial. The fabrics are much better in residential. And I think both disciplines complement each other. And so I feel like I have maybe a little bit different take on some types of spaces. So it's been great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have no skills in that area, so it's good to know. I'll have to call you in the future.
Okay. Well, I'll be there.
Now, a few years ago, when we spoke yesterday, you shared with me that you saw a real need in the community, and thus you kind of birthed a whole new division, Inspire Transitions.
This was so cool. This was actually, it came to me through a friend whose daughter does this in Toronto. And it very nicely segues from the design, because all these years we've been upsizing people, and what happens is that all of a sudden, especially in my age bracket, all of our parents are downsizing, and I've got clients who are downsizing, and so it's very, very stressful, and people need help with that, because frequently their kids aren't here, and so
now, and Cheryl
that,
helps you in that division, right?
Yes.
She's the team leader of it?
Yes.
Okay.
She's an interior designer as well, and
Okay.
so kind of our spatial skills, and as designers we're used to listening to people, and just we like to help, and it's
Okay, so
very rewarding.
Inspire Transitions. So you deal mostly with seniors and that. So
Yes.
talk about, what is a senior move manager?
Well, a senior move manager helps older people who need to make later life transitions from their current residence, whether it's through sometimes your children move and you just want to downsize. Sometimes there's a health issue, or there may be death in the family and you need to downsize, or
So maybe
it's hard,
moving to like some even assisted living facilities, so a real change.
Yeah, assisted living, or sometimes just a smaller condominium, or sometimes actually independent living.
Okay.
So, and it's been interesting. I've moved some people 3 times as they've gone from their home to a condo to independent living to assisted living, and
Okay.
so yeah.
And so Cheryl, tell us how you go about helping your clients. What type of services do you offer?
The first thing we do is we come in and assess everything that they have and what will fit in their space. And then we do a floor plan by measuring their furniture and deciding what needs to go and what needs to be donated or given to family. And then the next phase is the packing phase, and we basically can pack everything that they need, and then we move them with professional movers. And on move day we come in at right before the movers, and then the movers show up and we make sure everything's ready and make sure everything gets out the door and gets.
And that's the point where our client heads out and we say goodbye, have a nice day, and they avoid all of the
chaos.
All the
chaos.
stress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking first, it must be so hard, especially if someone's kind of making the move from a home they lived in to a smaller or even, independent or assisted living, to say, ooh, I want to get rid of this, or no, I want to hang on. Do you have those struggles of them wanting to hold on?
It is. It can be more difficult for some than others, but it is a definitely emotional time for them. And I recently had someone who was very upset and was acting angry about everything, and it was so nice for her to get into the space and actually just be elated and so happy. And it was a relief for me that she was happy and everything, so it worked out well.
Yeah. When you're,
I can see how that would be emotional for sure, because they're not only maybe leaving their independence, but just everything's changing and it's kind of later in life and
well, at this point in their lives, they've lost a lot of control. I mean, especially if it's someone who does not want to move. And so that when we're talking to them and we can give them some measure of control about what we're taking, and that that we have this many feet of cabinets and you've got this many feet of books, let's keep the ones that you mean the most, and then the rest can be donated, or like Habitat for Humanity. I mean, there's some really wonderful organizations that can benefit from your things. So we try to keep it positive and keep it moving, and just make it not so difficult. So.
And I can imagine it could be extra stressful if the adult children are saying, "Mom, Dad, it's time to move. You need to be, in a place a little bit smaller or better surroundings," and the challenges there.
That's been.
Yeah, almost always on the moves, the children are involved, and 9 times out of 10, they live up north, and they need us down in Florida to help their parents, or sometimes it's just an individual parent who's a widow. And it's a very rewarding job because you come in and they're overwhelmed, and they are happy in the end with the end products. We've hung all their favorite pictures and their family, and they have all their things that they wanted to bring.
All right, ladies, so you provided an incredible service for seniors that need to downsize and make all of those decisions. Kind of walk us through. I know you have some photos, some like before and after of what it looks like in the process.
All right, well, let's see. This is the morning of move day. This was Sweet Edie, and we had, that is after she moved, but that was the movers that we met there. There she is with her family. This is over at Colusa Harbor.
She's looking pretty happy.
Yes, this was a sweet family that's at Shell Point. And this is actually why you want us to do this job, because that's in the middle of the move, and that is
wow. So that was
is
before
the
and
end
after.
result. And so anyway, when my client came in there with her daughter at the end, it was just, they cried, and it was really moving. It's a nice service. So, yeah.
And so Cheryl, I know you're kind of hands-on with the clients, especially. How do you maneuver all the emotions that it brings? And I would imagine like family dynamics are a little challenging at times too.
You really just try to keep them as calm as possible and help them look for the positives in the move and how great it is, and just try to be positive. And they're usually very happy once they get there. It's just getting over the hurdle of, leaving where they live. And so you just try to be as supportive and understanding and caring as possible and help them through it. So
I would imagine when they come back home after the end of the move day and everything's gorgeous, they're just happy campers. Now, do you just do this for seniors, or can
Funny
others?
you ask. Several of my clients have said, "Do I need to be a senior?" It's like, actually, no. So we have helped several clients. After we design their homes, we will just assist them with the move and the unpacking, and with them too, we send them out, and they come back at the end of the day, and it's pretty cool.
That is, because moving is
Yeah.
pretty stressful for all of us, I think.
It is. We just downsized my parents this summer, and ironically, they downsized from 11 acres to 5, so I don't know how they did that. But anyway, it was still even just very stressful for them. My dad's not in good health, and so kind of with the experience of this, it was very easy to just,
To help make it
Kinda like-
happen.
yeah.
Now, how do you charge for services like this?
It's usually once we visit, and when we come to meet people, it's complimentary. But it is on an hourly basis, and it generally takes like between 2 and 4 hours to assess what furnishings they have and we go and visit the site of where they're going to go and do a floor plan so they can see concretely what they have. And then we estimate some people are, I like to joke about there's 5 levels of hoarding. And I mean, some people have very few things, and some people it's going to take several weeks to get through everything they have. So we just have to assess how much time it's going to take. And then on move day, it's generally always just one day between 8 and 12 hours or maybe sometimes 16 of people's time. So it's $85 an hour for team leader and $35 for assistant to come in.
Okay, so pretty reasonable. And you don't actually do the moving, but you coordinate with the movers.
Correct. The actual move is done by a moving company who packs in crates, and the guys are usually fairly bigger than we are. So,
So have you had some hoarders that you've been a little taken back by?
those have been the most rewarding jobs because it's like, whoa. I'm joking. We've had some collectors. Yeah.
Collectors.
Collectors, yeah.
That's a good word.
good.
All right.
It's all
well,
good.
that's great. So that's a valuable service, maybe for our audience, if they are in
Yeah.
need of moving, or maybe adult parents or someone, they can reach out to you. Appreciate that you took time to come on the show, and it's always great to introduce our audience to wonderful businesses like yours that are
Thank you very
available in the
much.
community. So thanks for what you do, and
Thank you for having
Thank
us
you
very much.
Thank you very
right.
much.